So I'm glad he gave me the go goggles. But I can't go down that route. Because I can't catch anything anyway, so I'm not going to waste my time. Now, do I have any place where I can catch Pokemon still? Technically, I've never caught anything here. But I've only got an old rod. I'm gonna level up Papyrus, I think, a little bit. While I ponder my life. Actually, what I'm gonna do... might be time for the return of Nuzleaf. There's no use in carrying a level 10 freaking Zort on my team. Yeah, give me Nuzleaf. At least he's a high level. Let's do a little bit of level grinding. Because I should be able to mop the floor with Rosalia with this thing. And if not, then I need to contemplate whether I want Papyrus on my team. Alright, cool. I am May because I have always played, like, I always play as a female character. I've just always preferred creating female characters, and it's just, I don't know, for some reason I like female characters better. And I feel like in anime most people do, because most male characters seem to be somewhat generic. And in the female characters they actually put a lot of their, like, effort and creativity into. Because, like... I don't care what they're trying to do now. Brendan has white hair. They may have made it a hat in the new generation, but he's got white hair. And that always weirded me out when I was a kid, so I've just always played as May. I mean, again, yeah, there's more hairstyles for them. There's this, it seems like they go a little more all out, like... I don't know, it seems like there's more effort put into the female characters. Like, the male characters just sort of seem to be kind of left behind. And even in their personalities, not even design, but personalities, it just sort of seems like women seem to be more interesting. You know, I don't know. I mean, that it's weird. Like, in America, it doesn't apply. Like, the male characters are usually more complex and interesting, and the females are just kind of there most of the time. And then even when they try and create an interesting female character, they usually screw up. But I've just always, I don't know, I've always liked the design of May better. I've liked the design of almost every female Pokemon character so far. And then, of course, like with X and Y, it's perfect to pick whatever you want because you can customize it. And again, I feel like they're better options for the female. Yeah, see, I've never had any interest in playing as me. I wrote a book when I was in high school, and I made the main character. I based, like, all the characters off myself and all my friends. And then I realized having a 5'8" obese man as your main hero for, you know, basically a revolution, it kind of doesn't work. So ever since then, I have played as female characters, because when I was doing the book and creating the characters and everything, I had more fun creating the females than the males. So it's just, that's always been, I don't know, ever since then, I've always preferred females. It might have something to do with the fact that one of my biggest influences was Love Hina, which was the main characters, 5 females, 1 male. And then they kept introducing more female characters, and the only real male characters were sort of there for like 2 minutes. Like his 2 frenemies, and then basically his mentor. Those are the only other male characters that were in the manga at all. Everyone else was a female. You had the 5 girls, you had a sister, you had his aunt, you had the grandmother, you had all these other characters, they were all females. So it's just, I've just always preferred females. But I get it, like, a lot of people create an avatar, they want it to sort of resemble themselves, they want to see themselves in the character, and I get that, but I've never wanted that. I've always wanted to create something completely different, like create a new hero. So, the easiest thing to do to completely separate it from myself is to make it a female, and then go from there. And I just got lightheaded from talking too much, and I don't even remember what I said in the beginning of the conversation. This is a good day. I am sick and tired of this patch and grass, but it is the best place to level up. Because these Rosalia and Illumais give me a shitload of experience. See, I don't get immersed, I think... It's weird. Immersion... I don't get as immersed as I think some people do. Like, some people, it feels like it's real life. But I can get immersed into it. I actively know I'm playing a game, and a lot of the problem is I prefer modern games to retro games because I'm more interested in the story than the actual gameplay sometimes. And the problem is, with modern games, there's loading screens, there's saving screens, there's, you know, lag, frame drops, texture popping... all these other problems that you don't get in a 16-bit era, but I can never get myself immersed into an old-school game, or even some of these new indie games. Like, I loved Guacamelee, I never once got immersed into it. I was fully aware I was playing a game the entire time, because when it comes to gameplay, I don't find any immersion in it. I find the immersion in the story. So when I'm playing Mass Effect, I am mindlessly shooting things. Like... I am not really... I don't have to focus that much on the gameplay, so I can get immersed into the story, and that's where the immersion for me comes from. Like, when I'm going through and getting the trophies, because I am a trophy whore, and I have to do the gameplay on the Insanity run, that's when it becomes a game for me. And that's when it becomes less enjoyable. And that's, I think, what ruined Uncharted for me, because I liked it, but not as much as everyone else, but I think it's because I was playing it on the hardest difficulty available for the sake of the trophies. So I think what I'm going to do... because I only ever played the first Uncharted. And again, I liked it, but just... I don't know. Not as much. But I know Uncharted is supposed to be like leaps and bounds better. So I'll probably play it through on either easy or normal. Just to enjoy the story first. Plus it doesn't help that I don't consider myself to be very good at video games. I've always just played them for fun. I don't feel any need to be competitive whatsoever. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, game immersion, it's a weird topic because some people value it so much, and it's just... the game cannot provide immersion for me. It's the story that has to do it. You can put whatever the fuck you want. You just have to keep me hooked with the storyline. I can get more absorbed into Beyond Two Souls than into, you know, Super Mario World or Super Mario Brothers 3. And Beyond Two Souls is a terrible, like, from a game aspect, it is a terrible game. And even from the story, you have to either buy into it with the jumbled storyline or you just don't get it. But I can get more immersed in that because the story is still interesting, it's well acted. Unlike Ride to Hell Retribution, where I'm laughing my ass off because the gameplay sucks, but the story is worse. So, I mean, if you're enjoying a game, it doesn't matter whether or not you're immersed. As long as you're enjoying it. As long as you're not just, you know, playing the game and just sitting there thinking, oh, I should be enjoying this. You know, I'm sitting here grinding out Pokemon. This is so much fun, but at least we're having an interesting conversation, so... oh, boobies are fantastic. I love boobies. That's why, I don't know, because you know of my comic, but I don't know if you've actually looked at it, but the reason why I ended up getting so many readers was because of boobies. So I owe a lot to them. Oh, and my fiance's boobies are nice too, I guess. I should mention. But I'm losing custody of those to my daughter, so I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I think it's weird. Because, again, I'm saying this, and Love Hina is my favorite manga / anime of all time. But I'm not really that interested in the over-sexualization. Although, at least with Love Hina, when boobs pop up, it's in a humorous way. Oh shit, I ran out of Psybeams. Let's try Psywave. I think it was like Psychic Magnitude. But not as good. Does it have the best game I've played with multiple endings is Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward for the Vita. But it also had like with the branching storylines, it sort of kept track of what endings you'd already seen, and you had a general idea of where to go to get all the true endings. So, you know, those are the only kind of thing that pissed me off. It's like you have these multiple endings, but there's no real indication of which one you've seen. Well, unless you get the trophies. But I can't. I want that PlayStation TV. I don't know. Does anyone else had anyone else ever even heard of Zero Escape before it came free from PlayStation Plus? I know I didn't. But it's, I don't know, it's a pretty great little point and click game with a fucking mindfuck storyline. But yeah, Catherine, I don't know, it's weird because again, almost everything I know about the game comes from The Completionist. And all I know about it is it's a guy balancing two girlfriends. That's really all I know about the game. And it's like a puzzle game, so I don't know. I'm interested. I want to see what the storyline's like. But again, I wonder if I'll like it because I'm not into anime. And anime sort of has a certain feel to the stories that I've never really bought into that much. Which is why I gotta check out... Didn't Ken Sugimori just start up another series? I never got into Negima, but I feel like he just started another one. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try out Catherine. Maybe I'll even... I don't know. Maybe I could even review that.